Welcome back to Up Close. What motivated you to get involved in dancehall?
Well, Vybz Cartel started out just as any other dancehall DJ, started out as an avid fan, loving the music. You know what I mean? I can remember when I asked my father at one time when I was a small child, if I, the radio, the people them the way I sing, Yeah, so we born in music. I had some uncles who used to DJ, you know what I mean? I never really made it, you know what I mean? But I used to emulate them. I wanted to be like them so much, you know what I mean? So we started growing up. I started going out now to like talent shows in the area, you know what I mean? Gang show, and get couple boo, you know what I mean? Learn the art, go back to the drawing board, and just gradually build until we became like semi-professional, Lock in Portmore, till we was introduced to Bounty Killer, and the rest is just history.
What drives you?
My chauffeur, a Joe.
Yeah, so you're not a girl, but no, what motivates you though?
Well, Vybz Cartel, them say January people stop, but I don't know if maybe it's my sign or, I don't know, I just have a motivation. Life, definitely.
You value life?
Of course, to the highest regard. I mean, say, na, life sweet.
Uh-huh.
So, you know what I mean?
But then you also say, no, talk to me about the hell argument. No, you're not going to heaven, you're going to hell. And talk to me about your views on religion.
Religion? Well, it's a religion like politics. It's a very serious issue, And Vybz Cartel is not a religious person. Yeah, because Vybz Cartel as a person who travel the world, I really can't understand the concept of religion. You know what I mean? Because on one hand you have 1 billion people in India worshipping cows, goats, sheep, whatever. On the other hand you have 1 billion people in the Western world worshipping Jesus. Then within that you have subcultures, you have Rastafari, you have Muslim, you have Islam, you have Buddhist, you have Sikh. So for me religion is just, it's not for Vybz Cartel. I believe in life. And I believe in spirituality, but not religion per se. I'm not a religious person.
All right, so talks of devil's advocate. Where did that come from? Or what name? War angel? Or,
okay, yeah, man. Well,
are we going to hell? We're not going to heaven?
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Because that's scaring half of the island, right?
Yeah, but listen to me, that's why I tell you, it's deep, you have to really look into it, because if what Vybz Cartel was saying was so bad and so downright evil and despicable, sorry, why would the songs be so popular? And why would Vybz Cartel be such a popular artist? You know what I mean? That demands a sizable sum to perform worldwide. You know what I mean? So it has to be that the people like it. You know what I mean? And people always like things that are taboo to them. You know what I mean? People always like things that are taboo and things that they're afraid to get involved into.
So you're saying that the demand for what it is that you're doing is pretty much freeing you of any social, standing or backlash or anything at all. Because people just
music is just be like, so it'll be like a man, as I said before, which is even a more visual art form in a movie. A man acting like a witch doctor, or a man boom up a station in a movie. You know what I mean? So it's just art, and people always be intrigued by things that they cannot really do, or things that they want to do, or things that they are afraid of. You know what I mean? So we just capitalize on the people what they want, you know what I mean? And just give the people what they want.
Suppose they stop being intrigued and they stop wanting it.
Well, until that
day. Yeah, what happens then?
Well, until that day, we'll just do some more thing and take it to the more visual.
Enlighten me. Dancehall, I remember back in the day, dancehall was an underground culture. Right?
Yeah,
underground
definitely.
in the sense that you have to go skate and you have to go house as you can see from most of the posters around and stuff. And however, dancehall hasn't really been curbed in such a way to be presented on the international scene without offending people. I mean, any take on that? Should the artists kind of change up
dancehall is an indigenous culture.
Dancehall
music is so indigenous that, as we have said, if it were to be put on an international market in its purest form, it would be intolerable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because dancehall music is an intolerant art form. But why it is an intolerant art form is because these artists grew in an intolerable society. Example, we as Jamaicans know that even in the church growing up, the quickest verse Apostle of use is Leviticus 20 verse 13, saying XYZ man should not lie down with a man. You know what I mean? So artists burning out homosexuals and stuff like that, we get it from even the church of Jamaica. You know what I mean? Pastors in church from where I grew up. You know what I mean? So it is our culture, but in its purest form, it's very intolerable, but people want it, Kiki. That's why the radio man did have to start play it, peace, and him teeth, until it, you know what I mean, it grew and it becomes big.
Unstoppable, but that's one of the reasons why everybody has such easy access to it,
Yeah, but if it's a good music and a powerful music like all other genres of Jamaican music, it would have eventually became mainstream. You know what I mean? And you said something about curbing the music to make it more presentable, which is a good point. You know what I mean? We have presentable music. As you can see, you have a lot of artists crossing over from dancehall. You know what I mean? But you cannot really censor the artist from the source, which is the artist's mind. You have to censor the music when the artist has already made the music in its purest form.
You respect women?
Yeah, man, definitely. I love my mother going to bed. Yeah, my 4 sisters, them, big them up.
So you don't
and my daughter also.
And your daughter. So, I mean, you don't, like, for example, if a gentleman was supposed to step to either of them, you know, using same lyrics from you, how do you think that would impact on them? Do you think they'd feel less of a woman listening to that?
No, explain that question. I don't understand fully.
All right,
if
what
somebody
I'm saying is, all right, your lyrics. I mean, I don't even know.
If a man were to court one of my...
Yeah, court on your and yeah, you understand?
But that wouldn't be real. That man, I don't think she would talk to him because he would...
No,
he would be a girl clown. That is not the way to look over.
Cartel!
So he wouldn't get it.
How would they have to step to them with respect, though? What would they have to do?
How would a man have to step to my sister or my daughter?
Sisters with respect.
Well, when she becomes of age for a man to step to her, I guess the decision would lay in her hands as to how she would want a man to step to her.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's a weird question to always ask somebody, you know what I mean? Because you usually have to ask them friends and, you know, to get a real feel of who the person is. But what do people usually say about you, like your close peeps?
If they were to sum up who is Addy in one word, it would have to be like motivator. Okay. Definitely.
And where did the name Vybz Cartel come from?
You know, a long time I was watching a show named Cali, the Colombian Wars, Cali Cartel. Yeah, and at the time, a lot of people were talking about crews. You have Skadem Crew, Monster Shack Crew. We were young artists at the time, but we wanted a name like that to fit our crew, which was then 3 of us. Okay. So we decided that one of the most unusual monikers would be Cartel. And I mean, I would just attach the vibes on it, because everywhere we go, people say, you have the vibes on. Yeah, so we just, you know what I mean?
So where do you know the other members?
Well, Escobar is still around us, you know what I mean, doing his own business, gone into transport. You know, have a couple of buses on the road. Mr. Lee is in Switzerland. But, you know, Vybz Cartel just stick to the thing and stick on the grind and, you know, just do the thing. Straight up. The music is a part of me, as I said, from growing up. The uncles used to DJ, you know what I mean? So, and my father used to have a big stereo system. So we grew up listening to all kind of music. So it's like, it's just something that Vybz Cartel was just born, Addy was born to do. Because I can't really explain how I do it. Even now, I don't write anymore. We just go in the studio, put on the headphone and just meds. Yeah, it might take a half hour or 20 minutes, but it might the same way.
Am I ever going to hear
Cartel like doing rock and roll?
Something.
Yeah, man, because, yeah, it would have come like separate and apart from the fact that people label music. Music is so pure that it really doesn't have any genre borders, you know. It's just 2 types of music. You have good music and bad music. Because I listen Linkin Park at the same time we listen a Black Rhino, you know what I mean? At the same time we listen to Bungie Garlin. As long as it's good music, so at any given time you can hear Vybz Cartel doing any other genre of music. You know what I mean? Except opera. I can't hold them notes, right?
That's a little way out.
Yeah.
Where is the dancehall going?
Where is the dancehall going? Where reggae is right now, fully universal and fully globalized. You know what I mean? That's where dancehall is going right now. You know what I mean? And the quickest gateway right now for dancehall to reach that level is through North America and Europe, because the people are gravitating towards something new.
What was it like when you heard your song on radio for the first time?
Never forgot. Never forgot. Fatu, man, it was one of the greatest feelings in the world. Even though it feels good. You know what I mean? Straight up, man, I tell you. So, one of the greatest feelings.
And what happens now? You get billed for a show, you walk into the venue, your fans all, you know, all looking at you, waiting for you to tear down the place and stuff. When you hit that stage, what happens?
No, well, the first time I got to that stage was when I did the song called "Ina Me Call Kanai," and it started get that national buzz.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the whole experience was just so new. You know what I mean? It was surreal. So, you know what I mean? But after that, you know, we get used to it. Because, you know, that's the way it is with artists. Or any field that you're in. After a while, they get used to it.
So much more to be revealed right here on Up Close. We'll move forward.
So yes, up to the time, you know it's Cartel representing for Up Close. We're at Studio 45. So guess what? Don't change the channel.